SBS, hosted by Les Murray.
Good evening, buenas noches, welcome.
Buonasera, and hello again from the World Game.
I'm Les Murray, probably the longest running series since Bonanza. If you're a soccer fan, there's a pretty good chance you'll have to put up with my face on this screen more often than you think.
And welcome to USA 94. Good evening, welcome to France 98.
The word welcome, I guess, is stretching it a little when you're an Australian in a place like this today.
Kanako, it's time.
Have you ever had some chicken paprikash?
I haven't, mate. Actually, I've never had Hungarian food.
It is the ultimate, I'm telling you. It is like scoring a hat-trick.
Oh, hi, Les. I'm about to start a new show here at SBS. Any advice?
Yeah. Pretend you're from an ethnic minority. I pretend I'm Hungarian. Do you realise how hard it is to keep up this accent?
Les Murray's office. I'm Les Murray. Hello, Les Murray speaking.
Get out.
No nicknames like Leso or something.
Our lasting testimony is the day that we walked into the stadium in Adelaide and they called us Mr. and Mrs. Soccer. So I'm not sure who's Mr. and who's Mrs.
Love and marriage, they go together like a horse and carriage. This I'll tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other.
One of the most epic games that I have had the opportunity to witness, and I've seen a few, as you may be able to guess, and of course one in which we were all emotionally involved. And Johnny Warren told us so. I told you so, I told you so, and there it is. He's been proven to be right again. Johnny, we hear you. Tell us about it, what you felt, and how was it that the Australians managed to pull this one off?
Well, because they're a team of heroes, that's why. And the heart that these guys have had, I don't care. I've seen nothing like it.
All right, Foz, relax. Have a beer and I'll join you in a moment.
Les Murray's classic World Cup stories for children will delight youngsters of all ages. Les's book is full of memorable moments.
Beckenbauer had invented a new tactical position, the libero, a floating sweeper who clears up behind his centre halves and turns defence into attack.
Stories that will keep your children coming back again and again.
Till the great Eusebio saved the Portuguese in extremis. And isn't that a lesson for all of us?
Always say it with confidence, even if you have no fucking idea how it's supposed to be said.
Mesdames et messieurs, Mr. Les Murray.
Volare. Oh, e cantare. Oh. Let's get to the point of this segment, which is it's a big day for Rocket today.
Yeah,
what is it?
Big day for Rocket today. Rocket's 8 years old today, and I have my special Rocket hat, and here he is. He's obviously very excited about everything. Happy birthday, Rocket.
Thanks, Damo.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Rocket.
Yeah.
From my perspective, having lived all my football life in this country, it's been fantastic to see where we've come from, and it's always important to remember that the people there at the start were the important ones that drove that on.
Oscafino wants the wall back. Charlie Anker's is going to attempt it. Here's Yankos. Curling it! Outside netting. Oh, it's gone in! It's gone in! It's a goal! Charlie Yankos has put it in. An unbelievable free kick, which has left his gallery absolutely stunned with silence. It sailed around the wall in such a deft way that one thought it hit the outside netting. But in fact, it's a goal for Australia. This is a better angle at it. hitting it hard, driving it into that corner on the far right of the goal.
And Maradona over the ball with Renica. And two men before the wall. Renica hits it, and it goes in! And it's Napoli who strike first.
Do you feel sometimes that generally, not just for Napoli, but also for Argentina, you're carrying a bit too much responsibility on your shoulders?
Io sono piccolo però forte. Non c'è problema.
The winner this year is the 2006 FIFA World Cup in Germany, Italy versus Australia.
Onward to South Africa 2010. Thank you.
Yeah, look, I think his contribution has been second to none in the country. When everyone gave up on the sport and everyone in the old NSL days didn't think the sport had a real future in this country, you know, SBS and Les Murray were, you know, they were beating the drum for the code, and he's got, I think, due recognition over that time worldwide with FIFA, and from the people that he's met over the time, with the respect that they've given Les, and I've got nothing but the utmost respect for the guy. I think he's been truly magnificent for Australian football, and I know Johnny Warren was the same. That you know, without a true believer in a person like Les Murray, SBS probably would have given up the ghost years ago, and the football would never have been on mainstream TV, or wouldn't be in the position it is today. And you know, it wasn't until I got in the national team in the mid-80s that Les Murray, who had a very, very good relationship with Frank Arrock, that was so fanatical and passionate about football and Australian soccer and the Socceroos, that he was every day at training with the national team, and he was reporting the game by himself, and you could pick up the newspapers and you wouldn't even know the Socceroos were playing in town, but Les Murray made everyone know that we were playing.
You think of SBS, you think of Les Murray, 100%. He's been involved for so long and done so much for football in this country.
You'll have to excuse me if I'm a little bit nervous tonight. I'm from SBS. Sitting in this room is the biggest audience I've ever had.
And as that he'd show, anything can
What nationality is Les Murray? What fulfills his ancestry?
I beg your pardon.
Glass of vino relaxo is mandatory when you cook it in.
Cheers.
Congratulations on your third success in a very short career.
Blah, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
the highs and lows of last weekend.
It stops me sleeping at night.
Where's Jordan?
Oh, sorry.
Andrew Pascalidis, who of course is quite uncommitted on this summer soccer issue, aren't you, Andy?
I'm all for summer soccer, I'll tell you that now. Is it on every week?
I got to leave that out. That wasn't a joke. That's in the script.
That's life, Harry. Or Larry. We're almost ready to check out those lineups. Here's our commentator, Mike Hill.
Hello, I'm Les Murray, and this is Top Soccer.
No,
oh, no, it's not. Stop! Stop!
Hello and welcome to I'll give us a countdown.
And that's the programme for tonight. Our apologies again for the problems we experienced earlier. It's been quite a hellish night here. I'm turning to carpentry next week. Let's cross live to Hindmarsh Stadium and Carl Patterson. Are you ready, Carl?
I promise you, I didn't have a run-in with a bunch of English hooligans last night in the pub. I've just contracted a virus here in the European winter. I hope I won't scare your children. For your company this evening from the team, and for the last time from the World Game, good night.